a few minutes before we have to leave to take my kids to the volleyball game and pick everybody up. So I'm going to jump in real fast and I'm going to do an Instagram feed review for the day. But really quick, I want to go do a screen share and show you guys the questions that this Instagrammer had first. And then we will go ahead and go in and look at her feed and give you guys some feedback. Okay, let's screen share. Very good. Okay, so here we are going to look at Stephanie's question. She said, first of all, I know I have not done a good job recently being consistent with my posting after engagement fell next to nothing. I lost love and feeling for Instagram, but I'm ready to jump in and wonder, should I keep on doing what I'm doing or find content besides pretty pictures of my product to showcase? Thanks. So we're going to jump on in and give her some feedback. So first of all, love that she has her bio image. We talked about that yesterday. Lovely retro renos. So I'm assuming that she's doing renovations of retro things maybe she finds at thrift stores, which makes sense. Love it. Your motto is put a flower on it. I love that. Just like put a bird on it. It's so cute. Wholesale and collaboration inquiries, hit the contact button. Find me here doing all the things Linktree. So let's go look what her Linktree is doing. Yes, we know. Follow link. Shop, Farmhouse Garland DIY video, newsletter signed up. That's super cute. I'm glad that you have those things in there. Find me here doing all the things. I would also maybe change this to more of a call to action. Like, what are we going to get when we click on this? Click here for a DIY video. I would rather see that than like, what does that even mean? Doing all the things. There's so many different things you could be doing. And I feel like doing a DIY video is really valuable. And I feel like people would really want to click on that, but they don't even know that you're offering that in your Linktree. So put it in there. You have plenty of room in your bio, I think. So go ahead and add that in. Love that you're showing up, especially on video, which is great. You're adding in all kinds of different videos in here, which is perfect. I'm seeing all, I better like mute that. I'm seeing all of your renovation designs. I love it. I think it's perfect. Now, back to your question that you had. You wonder if you should find content besides pretty pictures of your products to showcase. The answer that I have for you on that is yes, I think you should. And remember, let me go back to me talking here. Remember, what I've talked about before is when we're on Instagram, we want to think of it like a magazine. So imagine what kind of magazine your people would look at. So for me, you're like a craft DIY magazine. The Mary Engelbright magazine comes to mind. Any magazine that you go to Joann's or Michael's and you walk in and they have a bunch of magazines that are like DIY or craft, buy some of those, open them up, and look at what they're sharing. Because that is the same content you should be sharing. Absolutely. You can talk about the different products that you use when you're redoing this stuff. So I don't know if you use chalk paint, but if you were to use chalk paint, maybe you share the different brands of chalk paint you use, the colors that you're using, kind of maybe the inspiration that you have behind the pieces that you're renovating, behind the scenes of shopping for all these renovation projects. Oh my gosh, there's so many different things you could be sharing. But in those magazines, that will give you kind of direction what else you can be sharing. I do think you're doing a great job. Let's go back to screen share. Oh, wait, no. There we go. I do think you're doing a great job of showing up in your feed, so I think that's awesome. But just maybe more, even like graphics. I don't know if you're a graphic kind of person, but you have this cute little graphic here. I love how you incorporated that. I think that's awesome. So maybe more of that, maybe more, you could do like color palette mood boards, like that's going to inspire, maybe you're like, okay, I have a new project under wraps. I have some, this inspiration board that's going to be kind of the guide to this new project I'm working on. And then maybe just more personal about you. So I like that you're showing up in your feed. I think that's awesome. But maybe just more things that make you you. And you can showcase that, like, I mean, if you have a cat, show photos of your cat, if that's what you're into, because obviously these things are inspiring your products. Maybe photos of you, and like if you are from Texas, like at a location in Texas, and you can talk about that. But for sure, I would start with looking at those magazines, getting inspiration. But I think in general, it's very branded. You can tell what your brand is for sure. You're into florals, which is gorgeous, and you do a great job on your products. And then I know I've talked about before, and I also had questions. Let me go back over here again. Okay, I also had questions. People are having problems with creating content, like promotional content. And they were like, okay, we know you have the 5 Ps and E, but like, how do we even do that? So we've talked about this before. People, product, process, proof, purpose, and experience. You can take those themes and really dive deep and think about those things. So for you people, it might be like, who are the customers that you're creating these for? If it's someone local that you know, take photos of them. Take photos of them with their stuff. You had that bride that had her thing. So cute. I love that. Maybe talk about people that inspired your work. Maybe you could do a post about something you painted recently, and in your copy you can say, you know, I learned how to paint from my grandmother. When I was a kid, she used to take me out on her back porch and we used to paint together. Whatever your story is, I don't know. But dig deep and figure out, okay, like who are the people that inspire me? Who are the artists that I love? You can do shout out posts for them. And that's still like promoting your products, but it's talking about other things rather than just like, here's my sign, here's another sign, here's another sign, right? Just kind of think outside the box. But for sure, the magazine thing will really help. Go to Joann's, go to Michael's, pick up 3 magazines that you feel like are kind of your vibe, your aesthetic. Look through them and see what you can learn and apply to your Instagram feed. That's all for today's Instagram feed review. We'll be back here hopefully tomorrow with another one, and if not, Friday. Talk to you guys later.